Hi there, this is Ursula, and today I want to bring you an amazing yoga practice. So take 30 minutes out of your schedule, come, roll out your mat, and enjoy yourself with me. We're gonna do yin yoga, meaning we're holding the poses for 2 minutes so the muscles can relax, the body can give, and then I'm kind of freshen it up in between with a couple dynamic stretches before we get into the next pose. Trust me, you will feel so much better. It's an amazing practice, and it will be a little bit longer because in order for our muscles to release, that's what we have to do. So today I'm diffusing here Northern Lights Black Spruce. Any of the pine needle oils are very centering, calming, and that's what we definitely need for this practice. So here we go. We're gonna put a drop right in the palm of our hand, rub it a little bit together, cup it over our nose, and take 3 breaths. Essential oils are just a must during your yoga practice. It will definitely enhance your practice. Have fun, roll out your mat, shall we?
Okay, so we're gonna start with a little back bending in a kneeling position, nothing major, just bending your back a little, lift your chest up and let your head relax as far as it's comfortable. Let's reach those arms up and come into a cactus by bending the arms or bringing your arms straight down your body. You may interlace your elbows behind your back and just pressing your hips forward, and then letting go and coming into a wide-legged child's pose by touching your heels together and having your fingertips on top of your mat. So your arms are lifted, you're just pressing your shoulders back, and let's just breathe in and out to your nose to get us ready for longer holding poses. So from here, we're going to set our arms down, lay down onto our belly, and come into Sphinx pose by laying our forearms down, spreading the fingers and the hands. Press your pubic bone down, open up your legs, and let's just isometrically draw your elbows towards your hips. Press your shoulders back and reach your chest through your arms and let your head relax. Just letting your breath flow in and out of your nose and try to be still. This stillness is going to calm down our central nervous system, any stress, any anxiety. Just trying not to hold on too much to your thinking and what you might have to do later. Just try to be still and relax the best you can. When we do yin yoga, we want to hold that approximately between 1 and 3 minutes. In this video, I decided to do 2-minute holds because of the time. You know, there is not too much time I can do in a video versus a live session, but 2 minutes is perfect to open up any ligaments, tendons, connective tissue, and the fascia. What is the connective tissue? Yin yoga is just a wonderful way to implement into your yoga practice. It's the opposite from what we usually do, moving a lot. And it requires discipline and patience. And I personally love to do it 2 times a week. Often I do 30 minutes. Sometimes I even do longer. And we will switch up this yin yoga practice with a couple movements in between, like I mentioned in the introduction. So let's just let your breath flow here freely. And then slowly coming down, pushing yourself up into a downward facing dog. Let's walk that dog bending one knee at a time, or come onto all 10 toes, press your heels back just to get a good stretch. And then we're going to come into dancing dog, dropping your hips, roll back into downward facing dog just to stretch the body out a little bit. I love to mix this up. And then once more, we're going to come down onto our belly into seal pose, S-E-A-L. We open up our legs, letting our heels come in and the toes out. Walk your hands out wider than your mat, and then push yourself up so you arching here your lower back. So we're addressing first our back muscles. And same thing, be easy on your neck and let your chest shine through your shoulders and arms. And I alter here between squeezing my glutes and letting go. You need to find out what works for you to protect your lower back. It's a very deep stretch, and especially when we're going to hold this here for 2 minutes. So rolling your neck a few times from side to side, or turning your head from side to side might be a good practice in between. And the rest is the same. You just want to hold still. Try to focus on your breathing in and out to your nose, and just trying to relax the best you can. The beauty of yin yoga is that you're reaching your central nervous system as well as the musculoskeletal system. And your tissue around muscles and organs, they improve in health and well-being in the inside. And of course, it will eventually radiate out to the outside of the body. And that's why this practice is so well known and becoming more and more interesting for people, because it has so many health benefits. See how I'm turning my head every now and then just to loosen things up. And slowly bend your elbows and come onto your belly. Push back here slowly into a child's pose. To arch now our back. It's kind of a counter pose from what we have just done. Rounding and arching our back improves again the health in our spine. Now I'm getting 2 blocks. You can also take a book. And we're going to set up for bridge pose. So we're going to put 1 block right in between our feet and press our feet against it. And then the second block right under your lower back. I usually describe the area where your yoga pants finishes. So it needs to be comfortable in order for us to hold it and be still in that pose. Let your shoulders come back. You may perhaps walk your shoulder blades onto the back. Relax your neck here. You want to look straight up and not suppressing your thyroid too much. And just letting be. Again, letting your lower back freely open here. Feeling the expansion through the chest. When we apply stress to our joints through stretching, what yin yoga actually is, it helps open and lubricate tight joints. So that's another wonderful benefit we reap to the yin yoga versus the movable yoga or the yang yoga, when we move around and just be in a pose for a few breaths. The connective tissue is very sensitive, and another word for connective tissue is fascia. It's very sensitive to the stretches, and approximately after 1 minute it will release the muscles completely, and you go deeper into that fascia or into that connective tissue. Just letting the breath flow in and out of your nose here. Nothing else to do. And trying to release any tension you might create. And then slowly I move the block, roll down vertebra by vertebra onto my back. And let that settle here for a few breaths. Bringing my knees into the chest, hugging them into the chest, and making a couple circles with my knees onto the ceiling in each direction to massage the sacrum, the lower back, and coming here into happy baby pose. Swaying perhaps from side to side, grabbing the outstep, the pinky toe side of my feet. Breathe a little deeper in and out to my nose. And one more time, pressing the knees into the chest, lifting head and shoulders. And then I'm going to come up here and move the block. So I'm facing a little bit more forward so you can see. And from here, I'm straightening my right leg and bend my left knee right over my right knee. And I'm making a little bridge with my hands and sliding them under my right knee or behind my right knee to prevent hyperextension of the knee. And then I kind of snuggle. You see how I'm snuggling myself into the pose, and I try to lengthen my spine. And as I'm sitting here for the next, 2 minutes, the body, of course, will lengthen, the body will give, and I will come closer and closer to that top knee. Some people can go into it right away. I need to build the poses. I try to take it easy and perhaps either resting the forehead on top of the knee or just let my head relax. It's a very deep stretch for your lower back, for your hamstrings. And the longer you're holding it, the more you're going to feel it in between your shoulder blades, your neck, and even all the way down to your ankle. Just breathing here in and out to your nose. If you're familiar with the Ujjayi breath, the victorious breathing, where you close the glottis in the back of your throat, you may try that. That deepens the relaxation and brings more oxygen to the muscles. Trying to release my neck here every now and then. You also can turn your head from side to side, relax the shoulders, but try to not get out of the pose, meaning not to straighten your spine here. Let it open, and like I said, you're going to feel that often in between your shoulder blades, your middle back. Just breathe into it. And then very slowly straighten your spine here, untangle your legs and shake them out. And then we repeat that same thing to the other side, having now that left leg forward. You can also use a block here under your head, or do the same thing, lining up your knees, lengthen that spine, settle your sit bones in, and then folding forward here. Again, perhaps letting your head relax, or bring that knee and that head in connection, in touching. When I do yin yoga, I really like to go deep, let go on my exhale, any tension, try to release it, because some of those poses are not the most comfortable poses. I call them the so-called feel-good ouchie poses, because we are tight, right? Face it, we're tight. I do a lot of gym work, so I get tight. I need regular stretches. And so I try to relax with my breath. I diffuse my essential oils to really calm down and let go and prepare my mind and my central nervous system for this time of relaxation. Try to be soft in your shoulders the best you can. I lift my head in between just to get a little release. Your belly is slightly tucked in. Anything to protect that lower back and let it open. Some people may want to put a blanket behind the knee, or a really thin blanket. It's just there so you do not hyperextend. Slowly move your hands from behind the knee, untangle your legs, coming up, shake out your feet, your legs. And I'm doing the windshield wiping where I'm opening the flat feet and bringing one knee in and out, and then switch it up to open the hips. So from here now we're gonna come into the diamond pose, I call it. It's like a not a narrow seated pose, so you scooching your heels away from you so your inner legs form a diamond. And then again, you may want to use a block under your forehead and enclose your feet with your hands, and then just again relax your lower back, relax in between your shoulders, relax your mind. Also, having a block right under your forehead stimulates your hypothalamus in a good way, releasing any tension and letting our lower back here, the hips, the inner groin open up. Often in the yin yoga poses, we decompress the organs, and so therefore we bring increased blood flow to the digestive system, the kidneys, and the digestive tract. So that's a very good stimulation of fresh oxygen, brings life to the cells in the joints and in the entire body, including the organs and the digestive system. Here I'm switching into the tortoise by bringing my forearms under my lower legs and let the lower legs fall onto the forearms so you open up a little deeper. You saw I removed the block. Feel free to follow me or just stay wherever it feels comfortable for you. I noticed that my back was opening up, my hips let go, and I just had the need to go a little deeper into the pose. Those things happen, that you go deeper as the muscles, the tendons, the ligaments give. And then I'm going to bring my legs into a cross-legged position, and I'm, stretching my lower back by making circles with my lower back, just to easing it up a few times in each direction. Inhale my arms and coming here into a cactus, peeling elbows down, shoulder blades together. Do this about 2 or 3 times just to open up the chest from, stooping forward. It feels really, really good. And now I'm going to prepare here for pigeon pose. I grab another block in case I need it. I walk my right leg over to the left, and I prep this a little bit here by bending the knee and bringing it down until I feel snug. And so my right foot, my right heel is close to my left hand, and I'm coming all the way up first, preparing that spine, lengthening that spine, and you perhaps want to put a block under your right glute. And lengthening my left leg behind me, lengthen that chest. So the 2 minutes have not begun yet. I'm just preparing for the pose, and then slowly here I'm walking my hands forward. Again, you may want to take another block. This is a yoga egg, and yes, it's called yoga eggs. They have an amazing shape. They really the contours shape to your body. So I'm resting the forehead on the yoga egg and letting my elbows and my shoulders here relax. So in pigeon pose, it's really important that you do not let your opposite hip, in this case it is my left hip, open up. So I'm trying to press that left hip closer to my right heel. And that's why it's better often to put a block under the right glute in this case. I make sure my left leg is straight and I'm pressing a little bit onto the top of my left foot. And then the rest, same thing, I let it happen to my breath. We're opening here the hips, partially the back again, the upper back, the outer groin and inner groin area. Pigeon pose is a wonderful pose. So again, my body is giving, so I move the block under my head and I'm walking my arms deeper so I can fold over my right leg deeper. You adjust that according what your body needs. It's time to get up. I'm stretching my spine again, bend it back a little bit, getting a deep inhale going here, bringing now that left leg across into a twist. Just a little twist here to release the tension in the spine. Twisting is a wonderful way, following, arching and bending your spine. And I'm just turning over into a mini counter twist to the other side. There's not much to it, just to loosen things up. And then here we go into downward facing dog, walking the dog, bringing that fresh blood flow into the knees, dancing dog, again downward facing dog, dancing dog again. And back onto our knees, and we're gonna prepare now for the other side. So the left leg comes over, I'm prepping the knee here a few times until I lay it down, straightening now out that right leg behind me, and I'm making sure it's straight behind me, not to the side. Lengthen my spine as I'm walking my hands towards my hips. You see how I'm wiggling my hips into place. I grab a block again for my forehead, and here we go. 2 more minutes on this side into pigeon, squaring the hips the best you can. Enjoying here all the benefits of the yin yoga we have available to us. After that, you're gonna feel so amazing in your entire body for the rest of the day. That's why I usually do those things after a workout or on a day off from working out. If you go ahead after a yin practice, you work out again, well, you kind of diminish the benefits it has given you. So it's a wonderful way to do in a later afternoon or evening, or sometimes even before you go to bed. It really relaxes your entire para and central nervous system. You want to feel that breath in your body, letting that exhale release your hips and any tension, and letting that inhale lengthen your spine the best it can. Slowly come back onto your hands, walk them once more towards your hips, arch that lower back, swing that right leg over and come here into that nice deep side twist. Inhale in the center, exhale, twist from above the navel. Don't worry about the head too much. It's more like a little counter stretch in a sense. And then over here to the other side. Just lengthen that back. And then we're going to come again here and wiggling out our feet and our legs. And now we're going to go for Gomukhasana. That's a weird Sanskrit word, I know. It's called cow face pose. So we're lining up our knees here on top of each other the best we can. Perhaps you need a block under your knee, be free, or a little towel. And then we're holding on to our feet. So you see how I'm lining up my feet the best I can. They're forming a line. Lengthen the spine, and then slowly with a straight spine coming with my chest towards the top right knee. Or you might just sit still straight, in the beginning until your body gets used to it. That's a pretty deep hip opener. It opens the IT band and your hips, your outer thighs, and of course your lower back, since this is connected. Again, this is one of those ouchie poses, and yet they feel so good. It's just, you have to do them often enough and your flexibility will come. The more yin yoga you do, the more your flexibility will increase. Trust me, it works. If you have good flexibility, or if you like me, I like to dare here a little bit. I bring my arms, my hands forward, and then again resting my forehead on top of the knee. But believe it or not, that took me a long time to get there. So please take it easy. You may again also bring a little pillow or a folded towel above your knee, under your forehead. Anything what helps you to sit still so you can release any tension. Coming here back up, reach our arms up, and cactus. Feels good on the spine and the chest. And then I'm gonna untangle my legs, doing that windshield wiping again here from side to side to stretch out the hip flexors a little bit. And then we're gonna go ahead and set that up on the other side. Just switching the legs, lining up the knees the best you can. Placing your sit bones down and then finding your feet, trying to form that line. Lift your chest up. Take a deep inhale. And then very slowly descending little by little towards that top knee. Work with what you got, and just remember each side is different. You might be more flexible on one side, or often the case is that the second side is a little bit more mobile already because we worked the other side. So you see, I'm building that slow. But if you're super flexible or you feel good today, just go and come right away down, or bringing your arms straight forward right away. Just let that breath flow. With each exhale, try to even close your eyes and let the exhale open you up. Letting your mind relax with each exhale. And then slowly lifting up, stretching your arms up to the ceiling again. Cactus. Oh, that feels so good. Untangle here again and windshield wipe once more. And now I'm putting a block in between my ankles. That's the beginning way to stretch your thighs. Or take the block out and sit in hero's pose in between your ankles. Again, that takes a little practice. Do what you can. Try to sit up nice and tall at first. And then I'm giving you options, either laying your hands flat behind your lower back, interlace opposite hand to opposite elbow, or follow me for the inverted prayer position. So you're pressing your palms together and sliding them in between your shoulder blades, sitting up tall, lift your chest, relax the shoulders. It's a wonderful heart opener, chest opener, shoulder stretch, and we're gonna breathe here really deeply. We will not hold that for 2 minutes. Just a couple nice deep breaths to open up the thighs, the hips, the chest. Slowly release your hands. Turn your wrists a few times from side to side. Make a circle. Big inhale here. Cactus feels so amazing again. And then we're gonna come here and stretch back into a downward facing dog. You may walk your feet or roll again over all 10 toes. We're almost done here with our practice today. Coming into a dancing dog, back to downward facing dog on the exhale. Inhale, dancing dog. Lift your chest up, arms stay straight. And then we're gonna come all the way down into a well-deserved Shavasana. Final resting pose, turning your legs out, feet out, walk your shoulder blades under, maybe turn your head a few times from side to side until you feel right where you need to be. Open your palms up to the ceiling. Thank you for practicing with me, and you might stay in Shavasana as long as you feel like. Subscribe to my channel, share my channel, give me some comments, some thumbs up. Be blessed.